Yep, meter's moving. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush because I don't know if people got the notification that I was going live or not. But yeah, it turns out that the homegoing service it was absolutely beautiful. For those that don't know, the reason why this is happening so later than I usually do it. Well, actually, recently Shonen Jump has said that they've changed the times that they're going to be releasing chapters such as One Piece and My Hero Academia. So that means they're going to actually be released earlier within the day. So that being said, I see the green meter moving, so that means my voice can be heard. Yo, peoples, let me just go ahead and get the formalities out of the way and, kind of explain everything leading up to this now. So Shonen Jump has changed the times that chapters come out, which means that I can actually have these live reactions going on earlier. The reason why I didn't have it going on earlier today was because my church had a homegoing service for one of our members, and an absolutely extraordinary person, a gem of a woman with a voice that you swear came from heaven itself. And uh, her husband, who I am close to, who pretty much helped shape me into the guy that I am now, as far as my outlook on life, as far as me being open and talking to people, and me being as open as I am, presenting myself to who knows how many people out on the internet. He had a hand in, helping me become a little bit more social, because I used to be quiet. And I don't mean quiet as I only speak when spoken to. No, I didn't barely said anything at all. So for me to be there with him and, represent the band, because he's the leader of our band at my church, and I have the absolute respect for him. There's very few people that I can say that about, where I hold them in high regard. But that's the reason why this reaction is coming out a little bit later in the day. Hope you guys understand. Thank you for all those who, are patient with me whenever these sort of things happen. So overall, just thank you. Exanori, howdy to you too. Welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you before. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to, drone on for too long, because we got a reaction to get to. I've been waiting on this One Piece reaction for so long. The only One Piece news I've really been keeping up with is One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And they revealed some more characters, Law, Sabo, and Lucci. Now, Lucci was the one who has actually been fully revealed as playable, whilst Law and Sabo were, just shown, but we actually got some gameplay footage of their moves, and they all look phenomenal. They look great. Some people say that Lucci's move set doesn't look that much different from before. I say it's good since it can hit more people, but I'm droning on. I'm new here. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to my channel. I just hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Crown Clown, what's good, man? What's up? All right, I'm droning on. I'm droning on. There'll be time to talk about extra stuff near the end, because I am not in a rush. Not necessarily, because I still got the My Hero chapter to do a reaction to, and then I got to record my next part for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So I still need to. I still got a little bit of a busy schedule, but not so busy where I can't pace myself. So let's go ahead and get this chapter started with chapter 968. So let's see what we're getting ourselves into. Chapter 968, Odin's Return. And Gang Beige, Oh My Family, Volume 17, Save the Boss's Wife, Gotti. Oh, Gotti's closing in on the Marines who have Chiffon, because, they're Marines, and she's part of a pirate crew of Capone, so they're going after her. Let me just stretch this window out a little bit more, and let me actually refresh it so the pages can look a little bit bigger for you guys. Can you guys hear me just fine? I've learned to put something over my mic so it doesn't sound like I'm screeching too loud. So please let me know if my voice is fine, or if it's too overbearing, then I'll try to adjust it as best I can. I won't be so close to it. Just let me know. Jane Voorhees, good to see you. Welcome back. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this next chapter. When Rod, that's Shanks. That is Shanks. When Roger returned from Laugh-Tale, Red Taro came to him. Oh, this is Odin speaking. When Roger returned from Laugh-Tale, Red Taro came to him and asked him something, only to shed tears afterwards. Yo, what did Shanks ask him? But let me keep reading. The birth of the King of the Pirates caused a stir around the world, prompting the Navy to leap into drastic action. The man who achieved wealth, fame, and power, the King of the Pirates, Gold Roger. And this is Rayleigh speaking to him. Hey, that's Gold D, Roger. But I gotta say, King of the Pirates has a nice ring to it. Well, at this point, I can understand why the world government would want to... Well, at this point, I can understand why the world government would want to hide my name. Oh, because they learned the history of the world, and now he understands why they choose to call him Gold Roger instead of Gold D Roger. Because the world government really doesn't want anyone prying into the existence or the relevance or the history behind the initial D. Some people who even have the D in their name don't even know what it means. That's how well kept a secret it is. When the people who have the D in their names don't even know why it's in their names or what it stands for, that's got to be the best kept secret. The world at large referred to everything that Roger gained as the One Piece. And they have no idea. But because of that fame, they'll all come after you now, Roger. I'll be the one to take out Roger. And then there's the Marines. Find Roger now. Steal his treasure. They said Gold Roger's got everything in his hoard. Like any of them can compare to Roger. The only person who was able to go toe-to-toe with Roger was Shiki, Whitebeard, and Garp. So all of these scrubs are about to get wiped out. And we got Roger again. Looking back on it now, it's all been miraculous. See how far we came. Once I already knew I was going to die. I have nothing but gratitude to you all. And there's Gavin, and everyone is just responding to him. Whoa, what's with the gushing feelings out of nowhere, Captain? You can't do that to us. You're making us blush, you rascal. Rascal! All right, here goes. We're ready. Okay, all right, here goes. All right, here goes. We're ready. Lay it on us. I am hereby disbanding the Roger Pirates. Yo, this is leading up to the moment where he gives himself up for the... Oh. The birthing is at hand. Our sovereign will be born soon. These are Sea Kings. Oh, the Sea Kings are talking to one another. Is this... Wow, it's been a while since we actually seen Sea Kings actually speaking to one another ever since the whole Fishman Island arc when the Noah was falling towards Fishman Island. I remember because I remember watching that episode. The birthing is at hand. Our sovereign will soon be born. And another in a distant sea. The whales are delighted in anticipation of the day the two sovereigns shall meet again. What are they talking about? We have been waiting for so long. It is almost here, and surely all will go well this time. Just 10 until the birth, another 15 to grow. Are they talking about Luffy? Or are they talking about Shirahoshi? Just 10 until the birth, another 15 to grow. So, was Luffy 15 when he set off from his home village? I'm pretty sure I'll learn. But the Sea Kings are talking, and the Roger Pirates are currently sailing towards Fishman Island. Oh, no. This is when they were down there, because it shows a panel of both Odin and Roger trying to close their ears because they kind of don't want to hear the Sea Kings. They got no control over the voice of all things. Who the heck's talking out there? Hey, Charlie, when is this mermaid princess going to be born? In 10. I'm certain that voice was speaking the truth. Someone will be born and eventually surpass us. Ooh. See, we were just too early. The One Piece, they call it. I wonder who will find it. That'd be my... Oh, this is Rayleigh speaking. The One Piece, they call it. I wonder who will find it. That'd be my son, of course. You don't have one. Wait, could it have been Ace that she was talking about as well? Shirahoshi, or Luffy, or Ace. But I will, just you wait. And everyone's laughing on the ship. All right, time to drink, lads. Head us towards the sea where the navy won't be waiting. I'll be the first off the ship, and make sure Oden gets home next. Wait, where is he going? He's setting off! I intend to meet with Whitebeard before I die. Should I have him send Izo back to Wano? Oh! Hey, CJ, what's going on? Okay, so this is leading up to the events where he would speak to Whitebeard for the very last time. Say that he has a son, and then actually explain to Whitebeard what the initial D means. So this is leading up to that. I intend to meet Whitebeard before I die. Should I have him send Izo back to Wano? No. He became very comfortable on that ship. You tell him you take care of White Kichi for me. Heh, will do. Roger said something to his oldest confidant, Rayleigh, the man they called Dark King. And then he stepped off the ship. He had a whole bundle of medicine from the ship Dr. Crocus. His disease was in its final stages. But this was a man's farewell. We were utterly stoic. Not a tear was shed, and it shows a panel of everyone literally bawling their eyes out. Right. Hey, Psycho, what's going on? Everyone is literally losing their minds crying. The only, even Rayleigh, he just has his hand over his face where you can't see him. Buggy's losing it, Shanks is losing it, Gabon is losing it, Crocus, Oden, everyone is losing it. For the crew of the King of the Pirates would never ever cry. Oh, seas around Wano. It's as brutal as ever. Piles of wrecked ships that tried and failed to get in. If you steer into the wrong rapid currents, your ship will be smashed to pieces without getting any closer to Wano. Until this point, there was a purpose to this country being closed, but now we must open its ports before the day that Huh? What? Huh? Oh! We must now open its ports before the day that Joy Boy appears. Before the day that Joy Boy appears? What do you mean, appears? It's not as though I am dying, so of course we parted with a smile. We all know that we'll meet again one day. And everyone's crying their eyes out when Oden leaves. Even he has a little bit of a tear in his face. We must open its ports before the day that Joy Boy appears. What? Hey, Lady Toki! Oh, Oden, how I've missed you! Toki! Momonosuke, Hiyori, I've missed you all too. Very, very much. Look how big you are now, Momonosuke. Yes, father! What's this? You've got proper manners too. What? Oh, Kinemon, Raizo, Kanjuro, and Kawamatsu. Welcome back, scoundrel. And where are your proper manners? Oh, I didn't realize you were deserving of manners. Oof. He literally says oof. Just picture the roadblocks. Oof. All of a sudden. And everyone is welcoming Lord Oden back. Lord Oden! Welcome back, Lord Oden! Lord Oden! We're so happy for you, Otogi! And he's looking confused. I seem to be popular? I thought they would be angrier. You should be grateful to your wife, Lady Toki. And this is Kinemon speaking to him. And this is Kanjuro. She is a woman of great character. Once her sickness passed, she went into town and helped the people with their work. She never put on airs for being the wife of a daimyo. She worked and sweat with everyone else and told exciting tales of your adventures. Lady Toki and the children are now tremendously beloved figures in Kuri. And this is Kawamatsu and Raizo's respectively. Because of all the great things they've said about you. And there's Inu Arashi. The number of people who disparage your willful ways has dwindled down to nothing. Okay, making sure I'm not going over a page. I thought I hit the button twice there. You did all that for me. Thank you. It's only because we love you so much, Odin, right? I'm so jealous. I wish I had game. Yo, Rizal just laying on the facts. I wish I had Odin's game. Then maybe I'd be popular. Not only with the people, but with women as well. Oh, Odin! So jealous. I wish I had game. And there's Kiku there as well. Kiku, I wanted to speak to you about Izo. Oh, I've already heard from Dog and Cat. All that matters is that he's well. I see. What about Denjiro and Ashura? I didn't see them a year ago either. Ashura's leading the Yakuza and bandits in Kuri to make sure they don't go wild. Denjiro's been wandering all over Wano, borrowing and paying back money. Holding back brigands, borrowing money? These are not the signs of a healthy country. Yes, there's another reason that everyone is delighted about your return. I will tell you the story in order. After you... I will tell you... we get to find out! I will tell you the story in order. After you left the country, we did our best to manage Kuri in the absence of its daimyo with the assistance of the populace. So my father really was in poor health then. I regret that I was unable to be present at his deathbed. The real problem is the Shogun's successor. To our Chargan, your father Shogun Sukiyaki recommended none other than Orochi to... Oh, here we go. And this gets a surprise from Odin. The more I heard, the more confused I was. Orochi was like a brother to me now. All I did was lend him money out of consideration to Yasu. Please lend me money. And this is a flashback to him asking. And he never once returned a single coin of it. On top of that, Orochi was a descendant of the Kurozumi clan that caused that terrible incident in the past. And now I find that Kurozumi Orochi is occupying the position of Shogun as my proxy. Things are going bad. As I'm sure you saw on the way here, there are now a number of weapon factories in each region, full of supervisors who manage the labor therein. Oh, Beast Pirates. That looks like a member of the Beast Pirates. Kaido's influence is already there. By the Shogun's own edict, the men have been put to work as the factories on wages too cheap to live on. How can this be? Why is everyone simply obeying a sniveler like Orochi? The problem is, Orochi has the support of a pirate by the name of Kaido. Right there, called it. And he's as strong as a monster. Orochi's taking advantage of that to do whatever he wants. That's right, and if we were to fight back against Orochi... Stop, Kinemon, don't tell him anything. No, speak, man, what is it? Raizo, take Lord Momonosuke and Lady Hiyori out of the room. Right away. Oh, what is going on? About half a year ago, at a weapons factory, there was a man who refused to work, and he and his family were executed. Whew! That was the last straw. We'd had enough of Orochi's barbarity. In our anger, we took up swords and marched to the flower capital to put a stop to Orochi, but... In the meantime, Kaido's followers snuck into Kuri behind us. They infiltrated the castle and threatened the lives of your future heir to the Kozuki clan, Lord Momonosuke. Yo, when they went to the flower capital, Kaido's dudes went into Kuri and threatened Momonosuke. Yo, Jacob, what's going on? Hello, finally up to date. Well, that's awesome, man. Ultimately, the enemies were driven back by Kawamatsu and Inuarashi, who had been standing guard at the castle. And this gets, kind of surprised but mad-looking eyes from Odin. But it was none other than Lady Toki who gave up her body to block the enemy's arrows when they first... Yo, she shielded Momonosuke! And got hit by arrows because of it! But it was none other than Lady Toki who gave up her body to block the enemy's arrows when they first struck. I am so sorry. It was because of our rash actions that Lady Toki suffered a terrible wound to her leg. We exposed your family to mortal danger. I am so ashamed. I have no excuse. Show me, Toki.
It's fine, Odin. The wound has already healed.
They shot an arrow through you? Yo, he's got a vein in his face. This dude, this is this man's wife. This is a man who is not afraid to go to shoot first and ask questions after he's done beating up on you. You know, several days later. They just shot his wife. We've seen what happens if you make Odin mad. They shot an arrow through you. You protected our son. You did so well. How it must have hurt.
Stop, Odin. If you get angry over something trivial like this, the enemy will only...
Trivial? Toki, you haven't heard the stories about my past. Yo, he's grabbing the swords. He's grabbing the swords. This man is ready to fight. Ha-ha! Get him, Odin. You better get him. We kind of know how the story is going to end for him. But boy, it was at this moment that Orochi and Kaido knew they messed up. Yo, he's getting the swords in his hands and everything. I see now how Orochi does things. Stay here and protect my family, man. Protect Kuri. He's got the Amane Habakiri and he's got the Enma. He is going to wreck shop. That man's, I'm about to whoop somebody's butt. Oh, I'm about to whoop somebody's butt. Well, if you don't leave me alone, they're gonna have to send me home. Cause I'm about to whoop somebody's butt. This man is ready to destroy. Protect Kuri. I don't know all the ins and outs of the story. I just know this. Stop, Lord Odin! And there's a crashing sound. A fool has taken control of Wano. A weak, cowardly fool, using the strength of a fearsome pirate and taking advantage of this closed nation where no one can interfere to turn our land into a hellscape. This man, in these panels, he is mad. He's got his teeth baring, his eyes are white, and he's moving so fast through Kuri and the forest and everywhere else. He's literally kicking up so much dust. You know how Luffy was moving so fast when he was running in Caesar's factory that he actually started to catch fire because that's how fast he was moving? That's pretty much Odin right here. Dude, he could take the bridge, but this man is jumping across the entire gap like there's a massive river. There's a massive river and there's a massive bridge. Odin's just completely going past the bridge and he's just jumping over everything. This man is mad. Kozuki Odin is on his way to the flower capital. Some more of the members of Kaido's crew. Report to Lord Orochi. You mean Lord Odin is back? The legitimate heir? Will he be the new shogun now? Aye! Yo. Oh! Yo. They're screaming. Then there's 3 panels. And there is dead people everywhere. Odin cut down everyone. And he's standing he made it all the way to the throne room and he butchered everyone in his way. Shogun Orochi, come in. Huh? Kozuki Odin has entered the castle. Oh, no, this is they're trying to talk to Orochi. Shogun Orochi, come in. Huh? Kozuki Odin has entered the castle. The soldiers are all wiped out. Flee, my lord. No, wait. Lord, I mean, Odin, think carefully. Kaido's not going to like it if you attack me. Think about what will happen to this country. Only after I've cut you in 2. Oh no, I forgot. This guy's crazy. Yo! I haven't felt this hype about a chapter in a long time. My man's forgot. Oden went there on a mission. It wasn't the fact that the city, it wasn't the fact that that all of Wano was in dire straits. It wasn't the fact that there was numerous factories there. It wasn't the fact that Orochi took over the throne, filling it as the surrogate ruler. It wasn't even the fact that he allied himself with Kaido, a vicious pirate. It wasn't even the fact that a man and his family were executed because he refused to work. It was because one arrow hit Toki and threatened the life of his family. That was the trigger. We haven't seen Oden go ballistic ever since he was a part of Whitebeard's crew. Sure, he was gung-ho, but he still behaved in a more controlled manner. This is Oden before he became a daimyo. This is, I will cut you in half if you even so much as blow smoke in my direction. But he's got a lot more on his plate because he's a father now and he's a husband. And someone threatened his family. This man took both of his swords. You know, the same swords that are going to give Kaido his scar. Took them swords by himself, ran all the way from Kuri to the flower capital, cut down every single samurai and beast pirate that stood in his way, and is standing there in front of Orochi because he's chilling. He's got a whole bunch of people just chilling. He's just eating food. And he's trying to reason with Oden. And then he keeps forgetting, like we all did, that this man is crazy. And the thing is, the only thing that Orochi sees is this man saying, wait, think about what will happen to this country. Oden says, I'm not going to think about what's going to happen to this country until after I've cut you in half. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. I knew there was a reason why I love Oden so much. This man is an absolute boss. The literal Chuck Norris of One Piece. Eating stew and dumplings and yogurt for dessert while watching a guy in a sharp suit preach about One Piece. I'm only missing like the black coat that'll go over so you guys can... that's the only thing I'm missing. But I get what you mean though. But yo, Oden is not there to play games. He's there to kill. He is not there to reason. He is there to kill. You shot his wife and threatened his son and daughter. He is there to kill. The only person who's going to be able to, keep Oden at bay for who knows how long from killing Orochi is Kaido, because there's no one else there that can contend with Oden. Oden is literally the most powerful person in all of Wano. I noticed that I'm yelling. I'm sorry. But still. And I'm not counting Kaido or Orochi with this devil fruit because that's just... Kaido is, Kaido. I'm only counting people who actually live in Wano itself. Oden is the most powerful, the strongest person in all of Wano. So the only person who's actually going to be able to contend with him is Kaido, because Kaido is pretty much that, except for everywhere else. Kaido is the strongest everywhere. Oden is the strongest in Wano, but he's still just as strong as Kaido because, come on, he's the only person in the history of One Piece to ever wound him. He's the only person who gave Kaido that only scar he's got on his side. Can't wait for next week. Who knows? Wait. Hits 26. That is next Sunday. Okay, we are not going on break. You would think after a chapter like this, we would be going on break. This is a massively hyped chapter. Hyped chapters have breaks, and we're getting one next week. I'm screaming again. Please forgive me. But because this chapter just showed you that you don't mess with a man with a family, especially when that man single-handedly ruled over, pretty much beat up everyone in Kuri, including someone as strong as Ashura Doji, became a daimyo, was able to. This dude, as a baby, was monstrously strong. Like, remember, he was flinging his wet nurse across the room from the cradle. Then as he grew up, he was gambling, he was smoking at single-digit ages. He was already had a harem by the time he was like, what, 18, 15? And when he turned 18, I think that's when he actually succeeded in beating Ashura Doji and ruling over Kuri. Correct me if I'm wrong. But all this done before he was even 20 years old. So mind you, this is Oden in his prime. And not only that, his family, like, here's the thing about family in One Piece. You don't mess with families that have strong family members. Because if you do, it's like messing with Elizabeth from the Blacklist. If you mess with Elizabeth, you mess with Red, and you don't want to mess with Red, because if he takes that hat off and he starts telling stories, you're getting shot. That's pretty much how this whole thing goes. I don't mind you getting a little more passionate about One Piece today. Oh yeah, I am. Wow, there is just so much to just wow. Whew. Okay, here's the thing. I'm massively hyping over the moment that Oden just decides, okay, I'm just going to kill everyone in the Flower Capital that's allied with Roji and this Kaido person. And we're glossing over the fact that in the beginning of this chapter, Roger disbands the Roger Pirates. And he goes off by himself. And before this, apparently, Shanks wanted to talk to Roger about something, to which Roger says something to him, and this puts Shanks in tears. What it is, we don't know. But he disbands the Roger Pirates. The world is calling him Gold Roger. The world government is calling him Gold Roger because, as I said earlier, they don't want anyone to pry into the history of the initial D or question what it means. So they're calling him Gold Roger instead of Goldie Roger, of which Roger kind of, gets, kind of miffed about. Then he disbands the Roger Pirates, and then they let Oden go, and this is both with tearful goodbyes. Even though Oden writes in his journal that not a tear was shed because men do not cry, or men are very, very tough. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do this right, and we're gonna go back to that chapter itself. Yes, for the crew of the King of the Pirates would never ever cry. And in that same panel, everyone is literally losing their minds and bawling their eyes out. Then when it's Oden leaving, he's having a heartfelt goodbye to them, and everyone else is crying that he's leaving as well. Just showing you just how close everyone became with Oden during the 1 year he traveled with the Roger Pirates. It was a great chapter, a perfect segue for next week. It really is, because now I'm just chomping at the bit, wondering what's going to happen in the next chapter. And I kind of want to say something to you guys. Ever since I started doing this whole live reaction thing, I just want to say how thankful I am that no one has been hitting me up with comments or messages on Twitter about any spoilers about anything at all. I thank every single one of you for, being courteous enough to not spoil me on anything. Because I know it's happened to a whole bunch of other people who do this sort of thing. And I kind of feel for them when they get spoiled about something that they're looking forward to. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being courteous enough to not spoil me on any new details or anything. Even a small hint. I don't want to know nothing. I just want to go in blind. What am I reading from? Is it a third-party source or legit subscription base? I'm reading from the official Viz site. So I got the subscription. It's only like $1.99 a month, and I can definitely afford that. So yeah, I'm reading from the Viz site, because what we see here on this site is what gets printed on paperback, which when this volume comes out, who knows how long, I'm going to be having it sitting up on my bookshelf over there. I might have to get myself another one because I'm quickly running out of space. I got My Hero Academia, every volume of My Hero, every volume of Dragon Ball Super. I got the whole last half of whole last half of Bleach, pretty much all of Naruto Shippuden, all the way from the beginning of Shippuden to the end. And pretty much, I'm working on getting all the volumes of One Piece because I have 1, 2, and yeah, volumes 1, 2, and then it jumps into the time skip, and I have every single one after that, and then I have all of One Punch Man. Okay, so I might have to get myself another bookshelf so I could just have that specifically for manga because I got some memorabilia on that as well. Conversation for another time. But excellent chapter. Neil Johnson, you are absolutely correct. But yes, overall, thank you everyone for not being the type of people that would spoil me on anything. Death Note, new chapter. I have not read Death Note at all. At all. Never read a single chapter. But I know it's good though. I know it's very good. But yeah. So Oden jumps ship and he goes back to Wano. And of course, you notice that some people try to actually sail into Wano, but there's numerous ships around. There's numerous ships around that didn't survive being in the currents, but luckily Oden knows exactly how to get in there, and he actually jumps ship from them and he sails. Have I seen the anime? Not all of it. I think I've only seen like the first 3 episodes. This was back when it was still airing. This was back when it was still airing on television. That's when I actually saw those episodes. But yeah, he jumps ship and he just sails off in these ridiculously strong currents. The anime is whack, but the live action is mint. I think that's backwards. Because from what I understand, the live action Death Note, yeah, there's some things that they kind of don't get right. No, the Netflix movie is really good. So I can't say anything. I haven't seen the Netflix movie, so I can't really give my opinion on it. But Oden comes back to Wano, and everyone is happy to see him, including the Netflix movie, not the live action series. Oh, okay, I get you. So he comes back to Wano, and Momonosuke hugs him. Look, lady, look, Hiyori is just so small. She's just like a little toddler. I know my god niece looks just like this when she's hugging up on people, but she's so small and she's just hugging on the knee of her dad. This is so wholesome. So wholesome. And then turns out that there's more factories in Wano now. He's allied himself, and Orochi has allied himself with Kaido. My Hero Academia movie. Wait, are they doing a live action movie? How exactly are they going to do All Might? But turns out that Orochi allied himself with Kaido, has built up more weapons factories inside of Wano, and has executed people who choose not to follow him. And Kinemon and the rest of the Red Scabbards, they went out to the Flower Capital to put a stop to him, but some right. I forgot the newer My Hero movie. I haven't seen the most recent one that came out. Hold on. I got an anime section down here at the bottom of my bookshelf. I might need to put it over here where my other stuff is, but I haven't seen Two Heroes yet. I still got it in the plastic wrap. I haven't even stopped to actually watch this yet. So I might need to do that as soon as I get some free time. I don't know if it'll be today, though, because I still got to do my live reaction for the My Hero chapter, and then I got to do my reaction to the newest One Piece episode that came out today, because I learned how to officially do it without getting copyrights. Your bag, keep changing from One Piece. It's fine. We're near the end, so I'm not too worried about it. But the Red Scabbards go to the Flower Capital to, confront Orochi about this. but some of Kaido's men slip into Kuri and they try to take and they threaten the lives of Momonosuke. And even though they were beaten back by Kawamatsu and Inuarashi, Lady Toki shields Momonosuke by, taking one for the team and getting an arrow in her leg. And that is actually what sets Oden off. And well, we know what happens after that. If me jumping up in my chair and going to the back of the room wasn't any indication of just how adamant Oden was willing to go for his family, there's not much more I can say. So overall, this was a phenomenal chapter. Arrow scar on Toki's leg. Think it's going to be used as proof that Toki jumped to the future too, and Toki, not Hiyori, is Komurasaki. It wasn't even a life-threatening wound. That's the thing. The fact that they hurt his wife was enough for him to take up his swords and go in there and just go full Rambo on everybody. That's another one he reminds me of. Oden is literally a mixture of Chuck Norris and Rambo. Chuck Rambo. Rambo Norris. Ruck Chambo. That sounds better. Ruck Chambo. But in all seriousness, it's just, oh my goodness. And then Orochi tries to Rambo Norris. That sounds better. I was about to say that, but then I started combining names. But Oden's in there. He literally cuts down every single person that's posted to protect Orochi, and he just cuts them all down. And he's already made his way into the room with, I want to say, nary a scratch on him. I mean, from the panel, it looks like he has some scratches on him, but not enough to debilitate him. And this is just scratches. Like, if you can survive getting hit by Roger, you pretty much can survive anything. But overall, this was a phenomenal chapter. Just those last few chapters where Oden was literally going ham on everybody, and he confronts Orochi, and Orochi's all like, wait, Kaido's going to be mad if you do anything to me. Think about the country. What'll happen if you kill me? And Oden's word, only the very first time he hears Oden after a year of him not being there because he was with both Whitebeard and Roger. The first words he hears from Oden is, I'll worry about that once I've cut you in two. For the longest time, I hoped Avatar and Samurai Jack was anime. They're the closest we can get. I mean, Avatar is as close as you can get without it actually being an anime, so it's actually very close. But overall, let me not drag this on too long. I don't want to go into like an hour's length of time. So I'll just finish up here. Overall, this was a phenomenal chapter. I am so glad that I was able to share this moment with you guys when I read through it. The last time I actually jumped out of my chair and was really, really hyped was, I think, did I even jump out of my chair when we read the bounties for all the Yonko? I can't remember the last time I jumped out of my chair in sheer excitement. It's been a minute. I know for a fact that it's been a minute because I don't do that often. It's only with really hyped chapters that just grab me from the get-go do I just get out my chair and just actually have to walk around because I can't sit still. That's how exciting it makes me. But overall, this was a great chapter, and we don't get a chapter, and we get another chapter next week. We're not going on break. A chapter this hype, and we're not going on break. So we're going from one chapter to another. It's not, but they're very anime influenced and stylized, especially Avatar. Yes. But overall, this was a great chapter. I'm not going to keep you guys too long because I got to go ahead and get my My Hero Academia chapter started. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to put on the shirts that I usually wear. I'm just going to keep this on while I do my reactions to that. And more than likely, I'm going to keep this shirt on when I look at One Piece. So, yeah. Because this is actually kind of comfortable right now. It really is. I like the tie. It makes me look dignified. I can do like this, like, this was such a good chapter. I don't know what to tell you guys. All I know is that this chapter of One Piece exceeded my expectations, and I look forward to when we get to look at the next chapter next week. See, just the tie does it. The tie does it. When you jiggle your tie, you look like you're thinking of something dignified. Have an eyebrow up, maybe. Just learn to live with your success. Like that type of the whole deal. I'm getting off track here. Let me not keep you guys too long. I'm sorry. And before I go, Kyushu Dudley. Before I go, I just recently discovered. Okay, so remember how in one of my past streams that people were talking about what if Kyushu had his own custom emojis and stuff like that? Apparently I can. I just never set it up. Because it's part of the whole membership thing that you can have for your channel. Like I've seen other YouTubers have it, and they have people who are like who become members or stuff like that. Not just subscribers, but members. Because I seen this thing pop up. It was on my my actual channel. It was on my actual channel dashboard, and I haven't messed with it at all because I don't know the ins and outs of it. And it telling me I can set it up and I can get it started, but I don't know the whole big 9 yards. But it does tell me that I can make my own custom emojis, and like members can have their own badges and everything, and custom emojis that I can have like in chats and stuff, or if I do premieres, I can have custom emojis and icons that can be up in the chat, like it says off to the side there. I'm pointing as if I'm actually right there. But overall, yeah, apparently I can do that. I just haven't set it up. So I'm gonna look into it, see what I can do with that. I don't know how the whole thing works for membership though, so I guess I gotta learn. But hey, who knows? I could be having some brand new emojis popping up in chat sometime this year. So I don't know. But that's just something I thought I'd bring to your attention because I know this was actually brought up in one past stream that I've done. So that's actually an option, just like me being able to, have. Oh, someone sent me a message. But that's just something like whoever it was, if you were talking about me having my own emojis, or what it'd be like if I had my own custom emojis, I can apparently do that now. Well, I can apparently do that after I set it up. But like I said, I'm gonna look into it. I'm not gonna, rush into anything or anything like that. But yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I just hit like 48 minutes. So I'm not going to keep you guys for too long, even though I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I tend to do that sometimes. But overall, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, a million out of a million. This was a great chapter. And the fact that we get to go into another chapter next week, I can't wait to see what happens. Will this be the first time that Oden meets Kaido? Will this be the moment where Kaido receives a scar? Will this be the events that lead into Kaido and Orochi? Well, we know how Oden's story goes. So will the next chapter be leading into those events and the eventual moment where Toki sends a number of the Red Scabbards and Momonosuke into the future, and then we come back to the present? Don't know. We'll just have to speculate. But overall, great chapter. Glad I was able to have the stream with you guys. Nice. You can have emotes here on YouTube. Twitch is next. I still need to look into the whole things. I think it's like members exclusive, so I don't know what being a member entails, whether it's something that you got to pay for in order to be a member, or like you guys, not me, because I'm the one creating it. So I don't know how that whole deal is going to go. I honestly don't know. So I can't say anything more about that until I fully learn what it is, what it does, what it will do for you guys, and whatever. So Twitch is next. Eventually. I wish Oda showed how Kaido got to Wano. That'd be interesting to learn. There's a lot of things about Kaido I want to know. Like, why can't he get hurt? Do you think he could have been the recipient of the ultimate operation, the ultimate immortal or the immortality operation. That's why he can't really die by normal means, like jumping off of a sky island and face planting into the ground from 10,000 feet up. Is it because he's basically immortal? Is that why Luffy's learning to hit him from the inside rather than the outside? Because it pretty much renders you immune to all things that hit you on the outside? I don't know. I don't know. Because if that was the case, then it probably would have happened after he got that scar from Odin, because he still has a scar. If that was the case, if he was like a recipient of the immortality operation or the immortality surgery before the scar, then maybe the scar wouldn't be there. But I'm just speculating myself. Already at 50 minutes. I'm gone on too long. Sorry. So I'm ending it here. I thank you guys for showing up to this stream. I wouldn't mind if you guys showed up for the My Hero, but I know my Hero streams tend to not get that big of traffic as One Piece does, because One Piece is obviously the one that draws in more people. But if you guys are able to come to the stream that I'm gonna have for My Hero, then that'd be great. If not, I'm not forcing you. You guys are not forced to show up to anything that I do. So don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured at all, because I'm still gonna do the stream regardless if all of you show up or if no one shows up at all. I'm still gonna do it. So thank you guys for showing up. It really means a lot to me. You guys, you have my most profound respect. Thank you for just being who you are. You guys are amazing, and you encourage me to continuously do this. You guys are an inspiration to me, each and every one of you, from Crown Clown to Jacob Charles, Coco 23, Drive CJ, Neil Johnson. I'm going to list you all. Where are you? Psycho Ghost Rider, Giorado Fieros. Who else do we have in here? Jane Voorhees and Exonori. All of you who showed up today, thank you all. You guys are amazing. So, with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. On to My Hero.